hope I look cute. My name is Essie. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
What's your name? Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be rolling with Jason. Jason. Lady, what's your name? Cause I see.
Hi gorgeous. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I really do appreciate it. My name is Essie K and you're watching Essie in Real Life. Today I'm going to be talking about the latest in news, the latest in tea, because we're dressed like the news and that's what I'm here to give you. Please do subscribe to my channel if you're new. I really would appreciate your support in any kind of way, whether it's commenting, whether it's reposting, whether it's sharing, whether it's subscribing, whatever it is. Please do subscribe to my channel. I am a new YouTuber. The pressure is getting worse and worse, so I really would appreciate anyone who would subscribe. Now child, I don't want nobody to come for me, but like honestly there's some things that I want to talk about, and I don't want to call them unpopular opinions. I really want to say it's just my opinions, random opinions on certain things that have been happening. The first piece of news that I would like to talk about is, I don't know if you've heard already, but the suspects that were linked to AKA's murder have been arrested in Cape Town. Now I live in Cape Town, but I haven't really caught wind of this besides like outside of the news and Twitter. You know, for the most part we're all relieved, but at the same time I just wish that when tragedies like this happen, people would not jump to make content out of it. Because after AKA was shot, guys, like I just saw people jumping to conclusions, talking about Nelly's father, like Nelly Tembe, you know, AKA's ex, and like I just kind of feel that it's very insensitive, and it's something that South Africans are really getting used to doing, is literally turning people's deaths and tragedies into content, making conspiracy theories, you know, trying to make it interesting, like turn it into a fantasy. This is not a fantasy, this is real life, this is reality, and this is the reality of the people that are grieving him. You know, family, friends, his fans, people that are really genuinely upset, and I'm one of them. Like I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan, but it really is a tragedy that has hit the South African music industry. So when people were quick to jump to those, you know, conspiracy theories where they talk about his ex's father allegedly being the one who orchestrated the whole thing, and that the reason was that they were trying to get even, and that AKA is the reason he was you know, the daughter was pushed off, like just a whole bunch of mush that just honestly has no place. That just has no place after something like that takes place. Like it just, like let's not do that. Let's be guided, let's be sensitive and respectful to those who have lost their lives. So yeah, that's how I feel, but I'm very relieved that some suspects linked to the case have been arrested. Now whether they are the correct people, the right people, we don't know. Time will tell, but as long as there's been justice for AKA and like we're making progress towards that, I'm happy, honestly, because it was really so heartbreaking to see, and how insensitive it was for that footage to be circulating and everyone literally making content and writing think pieces about it. Like, nah, this is someone's life that they lost and a family that they left behind. So yeah, let's not do that in future. Can we not come to conspiracy theories trying to guess why people were killed and like why they died? Let's not do that, please. Second thing I'm going to be talking about is the new collaboration between H&M and Mugler. Mugler is like a big fashion house, and like those of you all who are like fashion heads who really do appreciate fashion will know that H&M has a long history of collaborating with big fashion houses. I've been through all of them ever since H&M came to SA. I remember the first one they did was H&M X Belmont. I remember they did H&M and Moschino. They had H&M and Kenzo. Listen, one thing about me, I'm gonna go to those H&M designer drops. It's just such an amazing way to like afford, you know, those of us who aren't really moneyed like that, to also have an opportunity to like rock these amazing brands, and the collabs themselves are always so cute. So shout out to H&M, honestly, for putting the girlies on. Putting the girls on. They are now doing a collaboration with the French fashion house Mugler, and I'm really honestly excited. I'm kind of nervous for the prices. The collaboration will be launching on the 11th of May. A tip for the girlies who are not very familiar with how the H&M collaborations work. Basically, it happens on one day, so if they say 11 May, you better be there 11 May as early as you can possibly go. Like same as the Adidas IVYPARK, whenever they had a drop, it would be on a specific day. You go. It's not available online. It's only available at limited branches. So you are going to have to find your nearest branch. Go there super early. I think they work on a ticketing basis last time I checked. And yeah, the prices, you're just gonna have to see when you get there. I will see you there. I'm gonna be there because then jeans, I need those jeans. The third thing I'm gonna talk about, guys, and this thing has been grating me. It has been great. It's been eating at my soul. Can we talk about these screws? You know, there's this thing that 2Ks do in South Africa, or they've been doing it for the past, I don't know, since last year. This thing has just randomly popped up. These little wanas flooding the malls. Where are your parents? Where's your homeworks? Shouldn't you be polishing your school shoes? Like, what is this? Why are we at Mall of Africa traumatizing people? Why are we traumatizing people? What is a little twizzy? This whole thing with children at the malls gathering to do God knows what. They're just walking up and down, thinking it's funny, looking for a viral moment. I swear 2Ks are just like I'm so sorry to say this, but the generations are just they're just going down. I swear with each generation it just gets worse. Cause in what world is that funny or entertaining or what? And of course kids do dumb things, but this is just one of those things I just don't understand. Like, how do they get away with this time and time again? Like, this is not the first time. It happened at Monte Casino, and when Monte Casino saw that, like, they panicked and they tried to do something about it. These kids are still able to gather and apparently they have WhatsApp groups where they plan this thing. Like, I saw the funniest comments, dog. Like, people were commenting on the threads and like on the videos. It was so hilarious what people were saying. Like, let me read some of them. The comments were dusting me, dog. Someone was like, this is becoming a thing now. Teenagers can really be annoying. It started out at Monte Casino. Apparently there's a WhatsApp group where they communicate to plan all this scenery. This is how I feel as well. I'm just like, no ways. Bro, if I'm like out there with my family and we're just trying to like go have a nice dinner or go have lunch and like shop and stuff, I don't want to be seeing this nonsense just because they need to make a viral video or like whatever it is, satisfy their childish desires. Bro, I'm tired of it. I'm tired. And the parents of this 2K generation really need to get their kids on leashes because this is just getting out of hand. They do the dumbest things and obviously they're putting themselves in dangerous situations. We see tragedies like the Travis Scott concert happening. There was a stampede where the youngest person that died because they were crushed to death was 9 years old. That is not a safe place to be for any child. And like in general, like, you know, big crowds, it was overcapacity, too many people, overcrowded, stampede, panic, all that stuff can happen. And like same thing can happen at a mall. Same thing happens at stadiums, festivals, all these things. Parents really need to take it more seriously and also take where their children go and like what their children are exposed to more seriously. I don't doubt at all that these kids have access to money and therefore access to drugs, alcohol, weapons. Apparently they meet up to fight. They start fights. They just cause havoc and chaos for no real reason. Their parents really gotta get it together. But I'm trying to read some of these comments. I'm trying to read these comments because these comments were ending me. So then someone was like, my nephew told me on Monday the TWIZZY, they call themselves TWIZZYs apparently, Lil TWIZZYs, Lil Twizzy. What the hell is that? What is that? And we're supposed to understand. Nah, man. These kids. F them kids. So then someone asked, what the F is a twizzy? And then someone replied, someone that knows somehow. And they were like, kids that listen to Yeet and dress like him, or people in his category in terms of hip-hop. He came up with the word twizzy, twizz, which translates to my brother or twin, in a friendly manner. So basically a cult following of kids calling each other. Like, what is that, bruh? What is that? It's giving cult. It is giving cult. And like, these kids are just exposed to the craziest things, which is like, it's low-key satanic as well. I think kids really need to just be protected. Like, the things we are exposed to in this day and age are scary. Someone was like, these things are everywhere. I ask myself, where are all these kids' parents? Like, where do y'all come from? There's no parks to play at, huh? I'ma need some daycares, like some emergency daycares to open and pop up and take these kids in. They look like zombies. It's giving World War Z. It's giving I Am Legend. Like, it's giving y'all are not supposed to be here, but y'all are here doing dumb shit. And like, it just aggravates me so bad. Beyonce and Adidas calling it quits. Beyonce has had IVYPARK collaboration with Adidas. I think it's been 4 or 5 years since they've collaborated, and honestly, super exciting collaboration. When it started, everyone was so excited about it. This is a relationship that I'm sad to see go, but at the same time, baby, those prices, Adidas were trying to kill us with those prices. Like, I saw a trench coat, like the last, I think one of the last drops, a coat of some sort. It was 12,000, guys. Who has 12,000 to drop on Adidas? Like, that was criminal. Like, I'm giving you criminal, offensive, bombastic side eye. I shall know they were cooking us with those prices. I'm happy that the collaboration between IVYPARK and Adidas happened. But honestly, unpopular opinion, and Topshop with IVYPARK was way better than IVYPARK with Adidas. And the only reason I say this is because when IVYPARK started up with Topshop, and I was there, and your girl was there. When IVYPARK started with Topshop, it was straight to the point. It made sense. The vision was just clear that it was athleisure. It was, you know, gym clothing that is, you know, sweat proof. It's, you know, friendly for the gym, but like also nice to wear outside, comfortable, clean. You know, like everything, the branding, the logo, it was on point. Now tell me why Beyonce went and ran to Adidas and they were like together for 4 years. You know, that was a cute little, you know, relationship. But honestly, like, when it started out, we were all excited. It was the rage on social media. You saw the celebrities getting their IVYPARK boxes. And I love IVYPARK Adidas. I love it. But I think with over time, I think the line started to blur with the whole athleisure thing, and they just started to feel the pressure, and also we're trying to push the boundaries at the same time, trying to create sporty clothing that is also just high fashion. But it became a little too high end for a lot of Beyonce's fans. Just had issues where people were complaining about the quality, so they just started to look a little bit bad. But honestly, I'm sad to see IVYPARK Adidas go, but they had a good run. I got my little fair share of things. Yeah, period. Because the Beehive, one thing we're gonna do is support Beyonce. And speaking of that, she is going to be working with Balmain apparently, and some pictures popped up. Some stunning visuals popped up on social media of Olivier from Balmain, the creative director of Balmain, with Beyonce, and I think it's something tied and related to Renaissance. Don't know what it is yet, but I'm so excited. I don't know what it is, but Usisi is cooking. Let her cook. She's cooking. I don't know what they're cooking up, but it's something related to Renaissance. So I want to see what it is they are doing. So yeah, loves, that is all that I have to talk about today. But I'm so glad that you watched. If you watched up until this point, thank you so much for watching the video. And if you're interested in seeing more of my content, please do subscribe. Please like this video. And please keep being amazing. Keep being beautiful. I will see you in the next video. Bye.